first law of invisible influence that we're going to talk about tonight is one of those things that, you know what, I really thought about. I wanted to, and I'm just being completely honest and transparent with you, okay, in this, and this first thing, but I need to talk about it, okay? I need to talk about it because I want you to hear it. I want you to understand it, because if I don't tell you this, I would be cheating. Okay, I would be cheating you out of the information that you really need to understand. Hold on a second here. I'm gonna show my battery is still up because I'm talking. My battery is like really like like 10% left. But I wanted to get this video out to you. You know, it's one of those topics that I thought about. You know, how do I explain this to you so that you really understand? You know, and more importantly, don't just understand intellectually, but I want you to really think about it. And if you can adopt this belief internally, okay, I know I'm going to talk about some really deep stuff. Again, very few marketers, maybe I can count them on my one hand, that mention this kind of stuff in their trainings, right? But this is the kind of stuff that I really dive deep with my private clients and, you know, people that I coach privately, because this is not for masses, and because you're my VIP subscriber, right? You know, I want to share it with you. And then of course this is just first law, or one of the laws in the invisible influence, and there are several in this particular category. Okay, now we're just tackling one law of conversion, and then there is these sub-laws within this first law, which is the invisible stuff, right? And then under this invisible, there's certain layers that we need to address, okay? And then we're going to move on to psychology and persuasion, and then the strategic plan of action. We're going to talk about that stuff. And when we talk about traffic, when we get to the actual traffic stuff, listen. I'm going to blow your mind with the information I'm going to share with you, okay? Trust me. Just pay attention. Again, let me know if you're excited about this stuff, and I'll continue doing these videos for you, okay? So the first law of the invisible influence, super basic. Rich people adopt it, and rich people operate within it. Poor people resist it. Poor people say, you know what, it's impossible. I don't understand why it's important. I don't understand how it works. And that is this. Listen up. You may agree, you may not. I don't know. But you need to know this. If you want to influence people on the subconscious level, okay, before you even talk about your product, this stuff I'm talking about is really deep, my friend. I don't want to get into the voodoo stuff because I'm not into that thing. Okay? That's not my thing. But some of the ideas are so fundamental yet so deep that virtually nobody's talking about, and that's why 99% of people are failing. Okay, it's not because everything is going to be hindered on this particular thing. There's a combination of things. It's like a combination lock. Okay, it's like a combination to a lock code, right? But this is one of those things. One of the things that will make the biggest difference. And I challenge you to test this idea for the next 30 days. I know I'm rambling here, and there is a reason for that. Okay, because I want you to keep paying attention to what I'm about to tell you, because I want you to get this stuff. Okay, really get it and understand it, internalize it, adopt this belief if you want. I'm not asking you to do anything that's gonna hurt you or anything weird like that. I just want you to be able to convert more stuff. And that is this. The first law of invisible conversions, before anybody gets to your site, before anybody sees your product, before anybody reads your sales letter or watches your video, your business, your conversions, your enterprise, okay, the stuff that you're working on, is a direct reflection of who? Of who? Who? Say, come again? You. Yeah? It's direct reflection of you, my friend. It's a direct reflection of me. Okay? We look at our bank account. That's a direct reflection of what's going on here. Okay? That's it. There is no such thing as a money problem. Okay? There is no such thing as a money problem. Ever. Money is just paper. You know, people get this all messed up. You know, people are all, you know, when poor people and middle class, when they think about money, right? People have different beliefs about money. Okay, deservability, all that stuff, all that. Just here's. Let me just simplify it for you. Money is no different than this bounty. Okay, money. It's the same value as this. It's just paper. It's just paper with an ink on it. Okay, that's it. That's what money is. Okay, the people that go, you know, the stuff that people go crazy over is just paper. Okay, so let's just get that clear. Okay, there's a couple beliefs. I don't want to get into, you know, a lot of the a lot of the stuff that may sound a little weird, but the first thing you need to understand is this: money is just paper, nothing but paper. Okay, we have dollars today. Tomorrow they change dollars to something else, and now dollars become worthless. You know, we've experienced that when I'm originally from the Ukraine, and you know we had, you know, change in currency over there in Ukraine when I was still little, and I remember, you know, a loaf of bread was like, after they changed the currency, a loaf of bread was like, you know, $1.5 million or something like that with old currency. Okay, and new currency it was like, you know, like two you know, rubles or something like that. You know what I mean? I mean, it was ridiculous. Okay, so money is just paper. Okay. What you need to do though as marketer is you need to understand, and you need to work within some of the laws that govern conversions, that govern the acquisition, that govern, you know, how much money you can get. Okay, and as a marketer, how do you get money? You get money by selling stuff, right? How do you sell stuff? You sell stuff by understanding how to market, how to convert. Okay, now when you understand how to market, how to convert, who is the person behind driving that business? Well, it's you. Okay, so therefore your business on the outside, your bank account, everything you have, your lifestyle, your house, your car, everything you have is, I believe, again, this is just me speaking out loud here, this thinking out loud, this you're on my blog. Listen, I can tell you whatever I want because it's my blog, all right? But I want to help you really. So therefore, I believe that everything we have in life, especially these material things, possessions, right, is a direct reflection of what's going on over here. There's no such thing as money problem. There is what's going on over here, okay? And so I believe in order for us to really, really get outstanding at conversions, we need to master the thing that's called invisible, okay? The invisible stuff that nobody talks about, that it's like that iceberg that has to do with the 90% or 95% mass that's below the surface, and that is this. Finally, we came in full circle to the thing that I wanted to share with you. But again, it's so basic. I wanted to pre-frame this so you get it, okay? Your invisible influence, or your ability to influence people that will come in contact with you, your subscribers, is in direct proportion, okay? Listen up. Is going to be in direct proportion to your relationship with buying stuff. Okay, let me say that again. Your ability to influence people invisibly, okay, to your ability to have insanely high conversion rates on the stuff that you're selling, okay, your ability to be able to earn a lot of money, okay, or any amount of money for that matter, is going to be, I believe, in direct relationship or direct proportion to your level or to your relationship of you buying stuff as being a customer for other people. Okay, let me explain to you what I just said. This is very simple on the surface. If you're just a surface level thinker, okay, this is going to be like, whatever, man, I'm just going to turn this video off, and you know, you're welcome to do that if you want. You know, I'm not selling anything here, so I don't care what you do. Okay, but this is the stuff I'm teaching to my, you know, to my people who pay a lot of money to get private coaching. Okay, and this is the stuff that I'm teaching to some of my highest level, you know, mastermind folks. Okay, I'm just giving you this information for free right now. So you better leave me some comments, right? Because this is just one of the laws of invisible influence. Okay, and there is several. Okay, there are several. So when when we're just getting started in business, okay, it's very easy. I want you to picture this and really just play with me here, okay? It's very easy for us to, I just wanted to make sure that we're still rolling. It's very easy for us to, to think that, and that's what a lot of people doing, right, is, I'm just starting. Their mentality is, I just want to sell stuff. I just want to get them, right? Referring to their customers, potential clients, prospects. I just want to get them. And what's the magic word I can say to get them? Right? What's the magic phrase? What's the magic headline? What's the magic traffic source, right? Where can I advertise to get them, right? To get them. And just the fact that they're thinking like that is suffocating their business. Okay, it stops it stops the process for them to be able to convert on a massive scale. Okay, people, especially in this industry, is what I've noticed. Listen, I started out from zero. I started out in the bottom of the bottom of the bottom. I know what it's like to not have $1.19 to your name, not being able to buy a loaf of bread for your family, and really have no idea how you're going to feed your family tomorrow. I know what it's like to be in that position. Okay, so everything I'm going to tell you, listen, it comes from here, right? And I'm going to tell you straight up like it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, right? But you need to understand this. So people who are broke and on a downward spiral, okay? People who are grinding and not seeing success, the overwhelming majority of those people, okay, have this belief that, you know what, I just want to get them, but you know what, when they think about like buying something, when they think about paying for something for their education, when they think about investing in themselves, when they're thinking about the guy that's running their business, which is them, right? They have this negative connotation to it, and they feel resistant to buying stuff, okay? Now, here's the thing. I'm not selling you a thing over here, so I can talk about this very openly, okay? Otherwise, if I was selling you something in this video, right, you would be resistant because you would be like, well, dude, of course, you have a vested interest to talk about this stuff, but because I'm not selling anything, I want you to know this, okay? Make sense? You with me? So when you think about investing in yourself, going to a seminar, getting a course, getting a coaching, purchasing a product, and what's the first feeling that you get? Do a self-test on this kind of stuff, okay? What's the first feeling that you get? Like, what's the first thing that you're thinking about? Is that like, immediately like you think, well, it's just, man, I really need it, but man, it creates that negative connotation to it. I mean, you have this little, it's like, I don't want to purchase it. I don't want to buy it, especially if it's a higher price ticket or whatever. You have that little resistance, right? Like internally, right? Like, that you probably need that and it's probably going to help you, right? But that deep down in your heart of hearts, you have that, I don't want to do that, right? Well, if you have that, it's best to get rid of that or to change your belief system about buying stuff. That's the first thing, the first law of invisible influence, okay? The very first, how you're gonna, your relationship to buying stuff from other people, your relationship to investing money for your personal growth, your relationship to, to look at your business as like the education that you get along the lines, right? As you progress in your business, your relationship to that kind of stuff, right, especially investing in yourself and in your business, is going to be a direct reflection, or your ability to influence people is going to be direct reflection or in direct correlation to how you feel about investing in yourself, how you feel about buying other people's stuff. Does that make sense? Let me give you an example here, okay? So when I was, and I see this happening over and over and over again, my friend, okay? And so again, people who are rich, people who are successful, all of those people are very, very easy to sell to, okay? Myself, listen, I am the easiest guy in the world to sell stuff to, okay? Especially, here's a caveat though, okay? You've got to consciously, you gotta deliberately filter out the stuff that you're paying attention to and the stuff that you're buying, obviously. So, if my goal is to build my business and get really, really, really good at marketing conversion, for example, right? I don't care about, dog training stuff. Does that make sense? I mean, I know I'm talking about basic stuff here, but you want to make sure that whatever area, whatever category you really want to improve on, right? That particular category, spare, just have zero resistance, zero negative connotation to investing in yourself in that particular area of your business or your life. If it's relationships, go to the best relationship coach. If it's, weight loss, go and get the best education, the best possible, product that you can find, regardless of how much it costs, to get better, right? Have zero connotation to that. If you're selling information products, you want to be the easiest person that others can sell to yourself. Okay, I have, like, the stuff I have on my desk here is just Tony Robbins. Let me just show you this, okay? So what I did is recently, this is how I operate. I just say, look, I want to get results. Okay, my microphone is still on, so you still hear me. That's a good thing. So I said, I got to a point in my business to where I really started to think about, I need to really take my business, my personal, life and results to yet another level. And I said, who is the best guy that's out there that I can learn from? Okay, and one of those guys is Tony Robbins. Okay, and I'm totally going to plug Tony here and his stuff. I'm not gonna sell you anything, even though I thought about selling you some of these courses right here, like the Ultimate Edge, right? I got the what else I got? I got the Power Talk. I got the Inner Strength series here. I got the RPM system. I've got the Money Masters. I've got the Time of Your Life. I got the Breakthrough. I've got the Mastering Influence here, Creating Lasting Change. I've got. So here's the deal. Okay, I said, if I'm going to study, I'm going to find a person who is the best at what he does, and I'm going to just immerse myself. Okay, I'm going to immerse myself, and I went out and I got every single product, literally every single product this guy put out, everything. Okay, I went to his event, purchased. I got into his mastermind, his platinum mastermind, which is like $65,000 a year. I got into that. I got every single product, every single book, every single CD, DVD he has ever put out, ever. Okay. And you say, Vic, how the heck are you going to master? How the heck are you going to take the time to learn all that stuff, right? I'm going to come back to that and tell you my secret for doing that in just a minute here, okay? But before that, I've got, there was another guy that I wanted to learn from, and that's, the GKIC, right? Dan Kennedy and the gang, right? I'm totally going to plug them again. But just giving you an example here, what personally how I roll, right? So what I did is I got, they have this thing called the whole enchilada or something like that, to where every single thing that GKIC and Dan Kennedy and their gang, right, put out, they have this app, and I'll make sure you can see this, okay? They have this app with every single product he has ever put out. I mean, literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours of information. These are just different products that he has ever put out, okay, through GKIC. You know what? I got that. How much did it cost me? Somewhere in the neighborhood of, I don't remember the exact number, but it was quite a bit of money, over $20,000 for sure. Okay, why? Because I'm investing in myself. I'm investing in my education. Okay, this thing over here that I hold in my hand right here, this is an investment of I believe $12,000 right here. Okay, and what this is this is a hard drive by the guy of Jay Abraham. Okay, and he's got some of his best stuff on this hard drive that I purchased without blinking. Why? Because this is some of the stuff that's going to take my business to the next level. Okay, because I'm at the point to where I need to take my business to the next level. Does that make sense? Now you say, Vic, of course it's easy for you, man, because you're making money and you've been successful on the internet and all that good stuff, right? And that's a cool thing. Now, let me take you back, right? Right after we got married, we were driving somewhere, and this was one of the lowest points in our lives for me and my wife, to where we did not have money coming in. I mean, we were we were broke. Okay, and I was watching. We were at the hotel room somewhere that we stayed overnight at, and I was watching this. I was watching a TV, and there was an infomercial for this book right here. Okay, and I posted earlier on my Facebook wall, you probably saw that The Laws of Success, The Law of Success by Napoleon Hill, and this is a 1925 edition, the original. Okay, there is a lot of, interpretations nowadays, but the original one. And here I am broke. I'm totally broke in that hotel room, okay? And this book, guess how much they asked for it? It's a big book, as you can see, right? The Law of Success. Guess how much they asked for it? This book was selling on TV at that time. It was like over 9 years ago. $495. Almost $500 for a book. Are you crazy, dude? Are you out of your mind to pay $500 for a book? Especially when you're broke? You hearing me? Right? I found a way to get it because my belief system was, you know what? I'm investing in myself and I don't care what the price tag is. Okay, sometimes we have to pay the price to win, right? Everything good that comes to us, a lot of times, if we get it for free, we don't take it seriously. We take it for granted, okay? When we pay the price, we take it serious. I found a way to get it. Now, some people will laugh at this and say, you know what, you're crazy, dude. $500 for a book. I can get this book right now on eBay for like, maybe 10 bucks, all right, or 20 bucks. And that's okay. But you know what? I'm not talking about the book or the money, but when you understand that the money is just a paper, right? And it's all about your relationship to being, to be willing to invest in yourself is what I'm talking about here. Okay, my friend? This is the first law of invisible influence. If you are excited about investing in yourself to take yourself to the next level, to take your business to the next level, and you have zero connotation, you have zero resistance to that kind of stuff internally, not just consciously on the surface level, but really your entire being, you're comfortable with it, right? And if you don't have the money like I didn't to invest, right, well, maybe you find a way, right? Maybe you don't even have to invest at that particular time. Maybe you don't even have to buy it. But what I'm talking about here is I'm talking about being comfortable with the idea, okay? Sometimes we truly, we might be at the position to where we truly cannot invest, at a particular time, and that's fine. But what I'm talking about here is if you want to build your business and have insanely high conversion rates and being able to promote stuff and have that invisible influence that people can't see, they can't touch, smell, or taste, right? But it's there, okay? One of the laws, and this is one of several, we're going to talk more about this if you want to, but one of the laws that I want you to understand is your relationship to personally, your willingness to invest in yourself and in your education. How does that resonate? How does it fit with you? Okay, my friend, long rant here, I know, but think about that. And I want you to do a self-test on this, if you would, for the next 30 days, okay? Just kind of see and pay attention to how you personally feel about stuff that you either want to buy or would like to buy, or stuff that you really need to get, right? And just kind of see how that feels. And what you need to do is work on eliminating that.